Love your club but hate paying ridiculous prices for the shirt? At okjersey.com, you can grab top quality football jerseys for a fraction of the price. Same look, same feel, same pride, without the crazy retail markup. From Premier League to international classics, we've got every kit you need, home, away, or retro. So before you drop £100 on a shirt, check okjersey.com and save big.
On November. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My mum once said, if you don't drink milk, you might be good enough to play for Accrington Stanley.
Who are they?
Accrington Stanley.
Who are they? Exactly. Brilliant. I used to play.
There'll be some young kids watching this now thinking, what the hell are they going on about? But
I used to play cricket against Accrington.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where is Accrington? Just north, just
right. It's in between Blackburn and Burnley.
Okay, yeah, that's where I thought it was. Yeah. I thought it was up that way.
You go down the M66, and you go down through the Rosendale Valley, and you hit Accrington on the right hand side. It used to be a good night out on Sunday night in Accrington, in Aki.
Right, people. It is. I've just been going through the comments, back and forths. You've got the Savio Defence League, and then you've got those that aren't part of the Savio Defence League. Al, where do you sit?
I'll be honest with you. The pair of them, Doku and Savio, are project players who are not consistent.
And Bob, sorry, we've got right. Alan, I'm not going to let you get away with this, right? Bob has to be in the conversation as well, right? He has to be in the conversation.
All three of them are project players, so they're not showing any consistency at all. All three.
So here's my thing straight away. With the Bopu dog.
Try again.
Let me completely start that again with the Doku Bobb conversation, right? Skills, I swear, Cass, who does Skills support? Oh, I thought. Do you know what? This whole time, Skills, I've thought you were a Chelsea supporter. I don't know why. I always thought Skills was anyway. Right. So here's my thing with Savio and Doku, because both of them, we are rightly so, both should be questioned. Right. However, here's the thing. When Doku is on the pitch, teams double up on him. Right?
Yes, they did, because he's quick.
Sometimes they treble up on him. Right.
Yep.
And therefore, that then leaves space for other players on the pitch. Right.
Yep.
With Savio, they don't double up on him. No. Why? Because Savio can't take on players like Doku can.
Yeah.
So straight away, like, look, if we're talking about end product, different conversation. But here straight away, I'm looking at what a player brings to the team. And straight away with Doku, we can say when Doku is on the pitch, teams have to double up, sometimes put a third man on him. That then means there's more space for other players to operate in. With Savio, that doesn't happen. So straight away.
But all three are totally inconsistent.
100% agreed. 100% agreed. 100% agreed. Look, sorry. God. The thing with Bobb is there's a few things with Bobb, because people at the moment, I know that there will be people saying, look, if you're talking on Savio, you must talk on Doku, you must talk on Bobb. Now, I'm gonna give Bobb a little bit of defense here. Bobb is recently coming back from a long time out, right?
Yeah, correct.
Before he got injured, Bobb was showing me something that Savio and Doku have not shown me in the year that Savio's had, and the year that Savio's had and the 2 years that Doku has had. Neither of them have shown me what I saw from Bobb before he got injured. Okay, now the difference with Bobb is we have not seen a full season of Oscar Bobb. We have only seen So the season before Bobb got injured, he played less game time than Nico O'Reilly played last season. Played very minimal game time, but we saw goals from him.
I will say this from Bobb.
Yep.
He's more technical than the other two, right? He shows a lot more intelligence than the other two. Okay. Is he the finished article? No.
Yep.
Has he got more potential than the other two? I believe he has.
And this is the thing that here we go. So Andy's saying all three are not at the level we need. Doku is the better of the three, but Doku's now going into his third year.
I was speaking to.
If we look at them, like right now, Doku, yes, I would agree. Doku is the best of the three, but Doku is older and he's been here longer, right?
Yeah.
Not been here longer. Sorry, he's been playing for the first team for longer, right?
I will say this.
Yeah, go on.
I will say this. If you look at the last 5 years of City, 5-6 years of City, all three of them that they've got are project players. When we've had Mahrez, we've had Sterling, we've had Sane, all been the side. Are they better than them three or even four?
Yeah, they are. And this is the thing that, do you know what? It is not Savio's fault. It's not Doku's fault. It's not Bobb's fault.
No.
But just because the club has bought them young, right? That does not mean that we should now go, oh, well, you know what? We'll sit here and we'll just wait. You know, we'll just sit here and because they've been bought early, we'll sit here and twiddle our thumbs. No, we shouldn't do that. If they're not good enough, they're not good enough. I'm not saying sell all three, by the way, because I do think all three of them might come good, right? All three of them might come good. But guess what? We're going to end up not being in a title race this season because we're waiting for them to come good. Now, this is on the club. It's not on the players. Fair enough. But either way, we're stuck with wingers that, in my opinion, are not good enough.
Well, we said that at the start of the season, mate. We did. We admitted to that, right? Yep. We didn't want to admit to it, but I'm afraid that is the scenario. And I still, last year when I said to LB and Martin or whoever that as soon as Rodri got injured, when we didn't have Nico Gonzalez, we're going to struggle without a CDM. And we did, big time.
Hold on. Let's move on to that. Let's move on to CDM. Yeah. We'll talk about. We definitely need to talk about that, but let's talk about the wingers first because that's where we are. People, make sure you are smashing the like button on the way in as well, please. Let's get those likes up to 100 as quickly as possible. Now, for me, we've seen Savio on the left, and here's the thing: Savio likes to do what Doku does. Both of them do the same thing, and do you know what? Bobb does it as well. Which, do you know what makes you start to think maybe it's a Pep thing? But they get the ball and they slow the game down, right? Now, the thing is, Doku can slow the game down because we know that Doku's pace and his ability, Doku from a standstill position can often take on a player, right?
Yeah, from the way, he can, big time.
He can. Savio cannot, right? No. So when Savio slows the game down, also, I'll be honest as well with Savio. I'm sorry, I'm not going to hold back on it because I'm saying what I'm seeing. Savio, he's very weak as well. He likes going to ground. He dives a lot. There was a dive yesterday, in fact, that was a complete dive, by the way.
Oh, no, it was massively.
Was that Savio? I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Savio?
Yeah, it was.
It was really bad, to be honest with you. But I don't know. For me, at the moment, I do think that Bobb has had, and I'll be honest, there's something with Bobb as well. Bobb is too weak. Nitin, you were right. Bobb needs to get in that gym. When he goes on his run, he's got great feet, but when he runs,
quick feet.
Yesterday he wasn't getting through that Villa midfield or defense because they were just out strengthening him. They're just pushing him off the ball, shouldering him off the ball. So yeah, at this point, and by the way, to any Arsenal, I think there is a couple of Arsenal fans in here. I'm going to say this now: Arsenal look really good this season, and at the moment, I think Arsenal will win the league.
Oh yeah, without if they don't win it this year, they'll never bloody win it. Seriously.
I totally agree with that. But at this point, look, what I would say is that we just have to keep them within touching distance, and then we'll give them a damn good run for it, and let's see how it ends. But at the moment, Arsenal are the favourites. They should be the favourites. And so far, their defence is looking absolutely unpleasant. I mean, do you know what? Only Haaland, I think Haaland's the only player this season that has scored a goal against Arsenal in open play. That tells you about it. And do you know what? It is what it is. That I know there will be Arsenal content creators that want to rub it in my face and whatever, but it's not going to make me change. I do think that Arsenal at the moment, and start going back against them, Arsenal look damn good at the moment. So Arsenal fans should be hopeful. Just, you know,
they're not hopeful. They've already won it in their eyes.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Arsenal fans should be hopeful. The bit that I think is maybe a bit too much is when Arsenal fans think they've already won the league with the previous 3 seasons. What happened? Just hold fire and be a bit more. My suggestion to Arsenal fans would be just be a bit more humble with it, yeah? Because I do think you look more likely of winning it this season than the previous seasons, but don't forget what happened in previous seasons and maybe just stay a little bit more humble. But anyway, back to talking about City, because at this point, this is what we need to focus on, because if we don't win the league this season, I certainly want us to be winning it next season. And I just, for me personally, I wouldn't be mad at 2 of the wingers going. I'm keeping one of them.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
In fact, maybe Doku, right? Doku off the bench, I'm not mad at all. He impacts games when he comes off the bench. Bobb, for me personally, I want to give more time to. I've seen it in Bobb before he got injured.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I wouldn't get rid of Bobb. No way.
I hate to say it, and I know he's only been here for 1 season, but I'm going to repeat it, and I'm allowed to have an opinion. And I'm not saying anything personal about him. I'm not feeling Savio at all. I don't get what he brings.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did Tottenham bid for him or not?
Yeah. Tottenham bid twice.
Right. According to Martin, he never bid.
No, look. I don't work at Manchester City, right? So I can't tell you if I actually formally saw the bid. However, if they didn't bid, they came and asked the question, what do we need to bid, right? I'm sorry, but...
I know. I agree with you. I know Martin can
I don't want to say Martin's lying, because he might not be, because none of us work at the club. But come on, man.
No,
come on. There's no... Why would it 1 minute be 50, next minute be 70?
I know. I from what I've heard is that Man City refused to do business with Levy. That was what the reason was.
Yeah. Skills, Daps, when are you questioning Pep? How many games are you giving him? No, bro, I've already made my decision on Pep. So I'm already made my decision on Pep. I've seen enough of Pep this season to know that Pep is good enough for this season. As simple as that. So will I reassess it at the end of the season? Yes, I will. But I'm certainly not questioning Pep, bro, because I've seen... However, I will criticise Pep, but I'm not going to... So because I presume when you say question Pep, you're meaning Pep out. Not this season, bro. I've seen enough from Pep already to show that he can change, that I'm happy to stick with Pep this season. Now, will I question him?
He's earned the right to rebuild this squad.
Yeah. But I will say, yesterday for me is on Pep, simple and short. So if you're meaning question Pep, 100% I will question Pep and I will call him out. But I'm not. There will not be a point this season where I say Pep out. I've seen enough. Now, however, yesterday, the title of the video yesterday and the title of the thumbnail, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Correct.
And this is the thing that if Nico Gonzalez did not feature yesterday, I understand. If Nico Gonzalez didn't feature yesterday, I understand. However, both of them came on, right? Both of them came on, and when they came on, both of them looked fully fit, right? So I don't understand why they did not start that game. And that is on Pep, right? I don't understand.
While we're on that subject, like I mentioned before, last season, I said as soon as Rodri got injured, we didn't have a replacement for him, we would struggle because the way Pep plays, he plays through a CDM, either in possession or without possession, okay? I said before the game yesterday, if Nico Gonzalez is left out because he's still carrying a knock and is injured, right, and we didn't have Rodri fit, we would struggle against Villa, okay?
Yep.
And I was proved right because first half they ran through us quite a few times, okay? And they scored. Good goal, to be fair, good goal, but was avoidable. As soon as Nico G came on the pitch, we suddenly started winning the ball high up the pitch.
Yeah, facts. And this is where I will say it's on Pep for me. Look, and it's not just that. Right, Donnarumma in goal because it. When we played Man United, when we played Arsenal, right, we saw how good we can be. Okay.
Yeah.
Kuznov got injured. Okay, cool. Kuznov is injured. I understand. We need to replace him. Nunes comes in. But yesterday, Donnarumma in goal, fine. Kuzanov's not back available yet. Okay, cool. Nunes at right back. Understand that. But for me, if you want to play John Stones pretty much in the DM role, then just fucking play him in the DM role, right? Don't change Ruben Diaz and Vardiol that has been keeping clean sheets, right? Why are we changing that? Vardiol and Diaz are looking good together, right? Why are we changing? We're changing that to put Stones in there and then push Stones into midfield. Nah, no.
Well, he pushed Reijnders back into the 6th role, and that looked shit.
And Stones. And do you know what the worst thing is? The only thing I saw from Stones yesterday was when Stones actually pushed forward and got into the final third. And then okay, cool. But I just think the playing without a DM,
it's madness.
And this is the thing. Look, Gonzalez was on the bench. We saw him in the second half. He was fit enough to play, right? Yeah. Kovacic was fit enough to play. We had two players that could play the DM role.
He said to Kovacic, we don't know if he's fit enough to play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
We've not seen it.
Sorry, Mr. Perfecto, I agree with you, by the way. The goal had nothing to do with the CB partnership. It didn't. It was Bo, do you know what? Here's the thing. I don't think we were shocking yesterday, right?
No, we weren't.
I just think Villa defended fucking brilliantly. Really, really well.
When they scored, they put us they controlled what was going to happen. The way they defended, they got us where they wanted us.
Yeah,
they could only play on the counter. The City had to try and break them down. And when you've got two wider players, not creating,
that's where it goes back to.
Yeah, didn't create diddly shit for the whole 90 minutes. I remember it was the second half, right near the end. Doku got the ball out wide on the left, and I'm shouting at the TV screen, "Get in the fucking box!" There was one person in the box.
Yeah. But is this what happens because of? I mean, and some of this will be. Yeah, they did transition well, but they didn't. I've seen that. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen other teams transition better. They transition well. Brentford transition better against Liverpool. By the way, that just quickly, that Brentford performance,
brilliant,
absolutely fucking brilliant. honestly, the way they kept winning that, I mean, look, Liverpool were helping them, giving the ball back, but the way they kept winning that ball back was and to be fair, we were doing that yesterday. We were winning the ball back a lot. It's just we weren't creating anything at all.
The only time we created is when Mamouche came on the pitch.
Yeah. I think Foden was having to drop a lot deeper to get the ball. I think Foden was all right yesterday. I think Foden was good for me.
It was the thing, the system and the way they were playing players, but Reijnders not playing in the 6th role really affected our going forward.
Yeah.
When Reijnders pushes up, right, in that number 8 role, we look a lot better.
Yeah.
And I just thought first half, we weren't intense enough.
Yeah.
Look, we're a bit lethargic. Second half, we're a little bit better, but we still didn't create enough.
Nah, nowhere near enough. Do you know what? The other thing as well, I could probably say 4 or 5 times where we were a centimetre away from the ball slipping through to Haaland, but they were just finding that extra inch in their toe. The amount of interceptions they did. Just I don't know. Do you know what? It was a frustrating one because I've been saying it all week. And there might be some City fans in here that probably took the wrath of me when I got. So I think on Thursday or Friday on Never a Foul, I said, since the minute I saw the fixture list, this game has been giving me bad feelings. I've got bad vibes off this game. And sometimes as a fan, you just get that feeling. And I had loads of City fans saying, nah, Daps, you've got no chest. Daps, and I said I'd take a draw. And everyone was saying, no, we want 3 points. And I said, look, you're not going to change my mind if I've got a feeling, because it's not me basing it on X, Y, or Z. It was just bad vibes. Now,
I had it's the 4th defeat on a row we've had at Villa Park. Okay, and I thought, and on each occasion we never played with the CDM, not once.
Yeah. Gonzalez here, and the key is as well, by the way, because the goal they scored, would Nico's Gonzalez have impacted that? Firstly, the corner, it was from a corner. I don't think the corner actually worked out how Villa wanted that corner to work out, right?
No, it's a good strike.
Would Gonzalez have closed that ball down quicker? Yes, maybe. I think he might have, because I think that is the only thing I could actually moan at the team about, was maybe we could have closed the ball down a bit quicker.
They did cut us open a few times, though, in that first half.
Yeah, they did. They did. But the other thing is I'm not actually gonna look at Nico Gonzalez as a DM, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say he's been taught how to do the Rodri role at Manchester City, right?
Yeah, by the master.
Moving the ball about quickly. Moving the ball about. So would he have stopped the goal? Maybe. But more importantly, it's when he came on the pitch, the ball was moving about better. The ball was moving about quicker. Nico O'Reilly.
And we were winning the ball higher up the pitch.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. And let's be honest, he's the most physical of all of our midfielders.
Yes, he is.
Someone's just mentioned it. There we go. He's a dual winner. And against that Villa midfield, Onana's an absolute monster, right? Onana is a physical bastard, right? The whole of their midfield, McGinn's physical, and we had no one up against him. I do think, I'll be honest on this, however much I don't think my wingers are good enough, that's not going to change. Pep is good enough, and yesterday I blame Pep for that game, and that's on Pep for me.
Yeah. The tactics were wrong, and the team selection was wrong. Not having O'Reilly on the pitch at the start was madness.
I really also think Vardiel and Diaz, just leave them be. Because
Diaz... if O'Reilly's on the pitch, he plays left full back. which leaves Guardiola and Diaz in the same positions.
Now,
I just thought it was madness.
I just want to share something with you. Bear with me. God, I tried to share something the other day and had an absolute howler. Let's see if I can do it better today.
See, I like Rodgers from there. I do like Rodgers from Villa. I think he's a good player.
I think see. This is the thing. I don't think Rodgers is good enough for City. I don't think he's good enough, and I think that's why he's gone.
I didn't say that, but in the 4 games he's played against City in the last 4 years, he's dominated.
Yeah.
He has.
Not a fan though. Not a fan.
But like
hold on. What's this?
What are you looking for?
Yeah. In post Rodri City, Nico Gonzalez and Wharton partnership will be the one we will be getting. By the way, I don't know if I've been told Rodri has rejected. I don't know if anyone's broke this yet. I don't know if anyone's actually said it, but I've just put it out there. I've been told that Rodri has rejected the 400k contract as well at this stage.
But is he still negotiating?
I haven't been told that. I've just been told
if
he's rejected.
Still negotiating. It's not over yet.
But I can't lie. I think he's going, Bob. I really do think he's going.
I think he's going to Barcelona.
I think he might be going to Barcelona. And hold on, who was the link that told? Who was my link? Give me a second. It was the usual link, wasn't it, Alan?
Yes.
Yeah. It's someone that's pretty in at the club. I'd probably take it that it's true.
If he's still negotiating, it's not over.
Yeah. If he was to leave City, the club that I would want him to go to would be Barcelona. Or Atletico. It'd be nice for him to go back to Atletico or Villarreal, but that ain't happening.
I don't want to go to Real Madrid.
The thing is with Barcelona, they still owe 30 million for Ferran Torres.
I know. How come they're not paid their installments?
But with the new stadium opening, I believe summer 27, right? Yeah. They will get a big sponsorship for that stadium. Massive, absolutely fucking huge. And the reason being, you've got to think, not only do Barcelona sell out week in, week out, but the new camp tours make them an absolute killing, right? Not just on the tour price, but also on the merchandise. A new stadium means that everyone like me that's seen the new camp will be going back to see the new camp again. So they are going to make the sponsorship they are going to get on that new stadium. So they will be able to pay some wages. But I hate to say it. Here's the thing. Will City sell Rodri in the summer, or will we keep hold of him in hope that we can convince him?
I think a lot of it will be who we buy, who we're looking to target to buy. If we're looking for A graders, then I think we'll stay. But if we start looking at young possibles, I think he'll leave.
Yeah. I mean, look, and here's the thing. At the moment, I'm not saying Rodri is definitely going. All I'm saying is I've been told that the current offer on the table, which is 400,000, he's said no to. Maybe he wants more. Maybe more will convince him to stay. Do City want to pay more than that? I don't know, but we'll see. I'm sure we will see over the coming weeks and months. Now, I want to share my screen quickly. People, please make sure you're smashing the like button to a statement made. Here it is. And it confuses me a little bit. I want to see, and people in the comments, I want you to tell me if you agree with this or you don't agree with this. So, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva believes Man City's offensive concepts against Aston Villa were really good, but their defensive game and pressing structure was really bad.
Yeah, correct.
That's basically saying offensively he thought we were good.
I thought the ideas were there, but we didn't press. When Villa got the ball, we did not fucking press.
Nah, but that's
Until
No. Sorry, maybe for a bit in the first half, but I disagree. We kept winning the ball back. We did fuck all. We weren't creative enough.
Well,
Which are the offensive? But do you think we were creative enough?
I think second half when Nico G came on, things got a lot better when he came on, and we started, and it really improved when Mamouche came on.
See, I agree with you. I think he's got it upside down. I think defensively we were good. I think up top, creativity, right? Offensive concepts basically means how much you create, in my eyes, right? I don't think we were good.
I'm too busy watching Tarnot's goal underneath that one there. I remember that one was it against Blackburn or something? Was it?
Hold on, let me scroll down.
Scrolling down. He scored a Michael Tarnot. I remember. I was there. Because Blackburn.
Have that.
Yeah, team. I was there.
Get in.
Yeah,
right. I can't lie. I disagree with Bernardo on that. I disagree with. I don't know what he's talking about there.
I'll tell you what I disagreed with, and I think they should burn it. Is that fucking kit they played in?
Yeah, the kit's absolute dross.
It's
yeah, that kit's just
disgusting.
absolutely
Terrible.
disgusting. I
Probably
wouldn't disagree
the
with
worst kit we've worn for years, if not ever.
I might have to do a burning session on it.
That is horrible. So as a training kit, that's it for me. They can wear it, that's horrible. I'm surprised we could see each other.
Okay, no. Anyway, yeah, for me, I'm really, really, really not blaming the defense for that. Look, I do think that, and I think we were pressing okay. I think there was a period in the first half we were pressing all right, but in the second half, not having it at all. I think we were all right. I think defensively we were fine. It's just we weren't creating enough going forward. When Doku came on, Doku was doing far more than Savio did. Okay.
I think the biggest problem was the urgency was not there.
Yeah. And look, let's talk on Reijnders. Well,
he was playing out of position. He was playing out of position.
And it's one of those things again where this is where it's on you, Pep. I've seen Reijnders playing the 6 during the Club World Cup. I've seen him play in the 6 against Tottenham.
Yeah.
He's not it as a 6. Why? Because he's not a fucking 6. Okay. He's not a 6. He's a player that is better in a more advanced role. But also, he does need to find his shooting boots. He does.
When he ran through about 50, 40 yards and then literally snatched at it. And it went miles wide. I'm like, well, that was embarrassing.
And again, I've seen some classy moments from Reijnders, and I've got good feelings off him, but I can only give him a pass for a certain amount of time. But again, if Pep's going to keep playing him in the 6 now, why did Pep not start Gonzalez? That is what I want to know. Chat.
Well, that was my fear. That was my biggest fear. Before the game, 2 days before, I was worried about them. You know I was.
Yeah. I was worried about. I was worried about if Kovacic and Reijnders as a pivot would be enough.
Yeah.
But instead, he just went with Reijnders by himself, pretty much. I mean, Reijnders and Bernardo Silva pivot, I guess it was. I don't know. Why didn't... For me, keep Vardiel and... do you know what? There's nothing... For me, start fucking Gonzalez. Simple and short. Start Gonzalez, right? If Gonzalez was good enough to play what? I think he probably played 35 minutes, right? If Gonzalez was good enough to play 35 minutes in the second half, he was good enough to play 45 minutes in the first half, right? And then assess it before you move on to the second half. And if you need to bring on Kovacic, bring on Kovacic. If you need to bring on Stones to do the DM role in the second half, bring on Stones. Because the thing is, by the second half, the game will have opened up, right? And there would have been a bit less need for it, right? A bit less need for it. To start off without a DM is all on Pep.
I must admit, when I saw the lineup and the setup, I went, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. I wasn't.
And it is on Pep, bro. It is on Pep. I'm sorry. We can talk about.
Listen, I agree with you 100%.
And what do we do? Right. What do we do with the wingers? Because right now it is November. Sorry, it's October the 27th, soon to be November. I've made space for my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is going to start going up today.
What? What?
My daughter wants a tree up. My daughter wants a tree up, and I thought, you know what?
Are they off school at the moment?
Yeah. They're off school. Yeah. And it's Halloween on Friday, so what I was thinking is, right, I'm going to get the tree up, and then I'm gonna get. So I have decorations out the front as well. So I've got these big reindeers that go out the front as well. So I'm gonna put skeletons on the reindeers out the front for Halloween. But anyway, back to football.
No, hang on. We'll just carry on this conversation. Is your house like Santa's grotto?
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Good. Nice to see that.
Yeah. I've got a snow machine as well.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got a snow machine that. So all the anyone that comes on Friday to trick or treat are getting hit with the snow machine. But we are about to come into November. The transfer window doesn't open till January. There we go. Someone's just said it. What do we do about wingers, bro? For me, I'm gonna stick with Doku on the left, right?
We need to buy one.
Because but we can't till January. So what I'm saying is we have 2 months.
January, we look at one. I think we also need a defender, and we also need a ball-winning midfielder who's strong, has power.
Anana. Do you know what? Can you remember when I said that last season that I'd have Fernandinho back over Rodri this season?
Oh, I love it. I love Fernandinho.
I do. We could do with, but I do think I agree with you with that. I do think we probably need a bit more strength in midfield at the moment. But for me, we have to. Right, I'm going to Swansea on Wednesday.
How are you?
Yeah. Going down.
Martin's going as well.
Yeah. Well, me and Steve are going down Tuesday. We're going down Tuesday. We're going down Tuesday lunchtime. So we may well do a show from his car, to be fair. But we're going down there Tuesday. Steve's got a couple of mates down in Swansea, so going down to see them Tuesday.
Staying over.
I would imagine that we get to see. I fucking hope that we get to see Marmoush and we get to see Cherky start against Swansea, right?
To me, Cherky needs to play 90 minutes. We've not seen him, really.
Been injured. Pep's slowly bringing him back in. But I think at this point, we now go, for me, Doku on the left, Marmoush in the middle, Cherky on the right. That's what I want to see. Yeah. That's what I want to see. I want to see...
Do you know who else I thought had a bad attitude in the second half?
Who?
Early.
I said yesterday, I think he had a bit of an average game, and straight away people said, yeah, but the delivery to him was poor.
It's too easy throwing his arms in the air and giving it this all the fucking time. right? Instead of still making the runs when he has to. If they don't pass it to him, they don't pass it to him. Well, stop doing this shit.
For me, he would definitely look frustrated yesterday. I feel like maybe he should have been dropping into midfield a bit more. Dropping, like he did against Arsenal, where he was dropping very deep, just to bring their defence out a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe their defence wouldn't have come out,
but he can't show it now. He's got to stop it. He's got to make the runs he's making, do the right things. If they don't pass it, take it in the changing rooms and then have an argument. But don't do it on the field, because I'm sure the other players are seeing it and going, "Fuck's sake."
Yeah.
But take it in the changing room and kick off in there when no one can see you.
But look, we've got Swansea now. And I think ultimately it's time to give Haaland a rest. Definitely. He needs a rest, man. Put Marmoush up through the middle. Look, we have to remember, and I've been saying this to everyone, last season, Haaland was injured for 6 games, 32 days, 6 games. During that 6 games, we won 5, drew 1. We scored 14 goals. So let's try and give Haaland a rest. Put Marmoush up top and have Doku. For me, it has to be Doku and Cherki off him. But I reckon it will end up being Doku on the left and either Savio or Bobb on the right, and he'll play Cherki in the 10 and give Foden a rest.
What about young Heskey?
Nah, off the bench. Marmoush needs to be given a chance through the middle for me. So we can't be giving, and however good, like, I know we want to see the Heskey brothers, right?
Yeah.
Marmoush needs to be given a chance in the
He's going to get match
in the 9 role.
Play 90 minutes. The Trafford will play as well, won't he?
Trafford will play, yeah. Trafford will play. I would imagine we'll probably see who we see centre backs. I reckon we might go with Stones again as a centre back. Stones and Diaz maybe. By the way, Diaz was good yesterday again.
Man, Diaz is having a decent season.
Yeah, he is. Diaz is having a good season. Agreed. Núñez yesterday as well. I actually think overall he did make one. He nearly had a bozo moment. He was good. Núñez was good, but he got away with it. He had a bozo moment, right? He made a really, really good run into midfield, skinned a player, and he should have passed the ball. And for some reason, he decided he wanted to come back and take the player on again, and lost the ball, right? In a really, really shit position to lose the ball in. Luckily, it didn't lead to anything because they didn't counter correctly. But overall, I think Núñez had quite a good game. And I think Núñez so far this season, actually, apart from since that Brighton moment.
It's against me to say it, but he has really improved. He really has.
Yeah. He has. I
still think we need to sign a right fullback in the summer.
Yeah, we do, but I'm hoping Kuzanov will be able to play there until January at least. Let's see in January. For me, we do need. For me, I'd still buy a right back. I think I do agree with you on getting a midfielder, but we need 2 wingers for me. I'll be honest with you. I think we need 2 wingers. In fact, you know what?
I said to you at the start of the season, we need 2 wingers, and I did.
Yeah. A lot of people did. For me, I would. If Cherki can cook on the right-hand side, and we need to get Bobb. Sorry, not Bobb. We need to get Doku back to that form he was in a few weeks back. What has changed? Because again, I'm going to go back to it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. What has changed? Why is Doku hugging the line again?
I know.
Why is he hugging the line? And again, that's on Pep for me. That's on Pep or Pep Linders, one of the two. Because we've seen what Doku can do when Doku comes into the middle of the pitch.
He's better.
When he's allowed to drift in and let Nico O'Reilly go down the left. This is the whole thing. There's so many little changes, right? So Vardiel and Diaz as a partnership, that was doing fine. Why move Vardiel across to the left? If Nico O'Reilly was injured, I understand. However, he wasn't, right? He came on. He was fine. So why do we make that change? That's on Pep. Nico O'Reilly, if Nico O'Reilly is there, he can then overlap going forward far better than Vardiel does.
Yeah.
Savio can maybe come inside, or if it was Doku there, they can come inside. There's just little changes that Pep made in a game that is a difficult game, right?
Villa are a good side at home.
Do you know what? For me, Bournemouth at home, Liverpool at home, Villa away. Those 3 games, so fucking important to our season.
Yeah.
And none of them are games really you should be tinkering with what worked. Go back to that Manchester United game, put out the squad, put out the team. If a player is injured, replace them for a like-for-like player. Apart from that, no other changes, right?
Correct.
We could, for me, I think Pep fucked it up a little bit. I can't lie. There's too many changes and trying too hard to come up with, we can move 2 or 3 at the back. Stones can move into the middle and Stones should be the DM alongside Reijnders. Nah. We've got to a good point. Why are we changing things?
I agree with you. Totally. 100%.
It is on Pep. But I would imagine we'll see Ake against Swansea.
Well, he has to play because the manager of Holland have said to him he needs to play games. Otherwise, he won't get it. And playing for Holland to him is very important. I think he'll move on in January.
No, but, Bo, see this here. O'Reilly and Gonzalez were carrying knocks. Don't think this is too hard to comprehend. Bro, if they were carrying knocks, they wouldn't. Here's the thing. Either way, both of them managed to play for 35 minutes, in which that 35 minutes, by the way, I did not see any signs of either of them being unfit. Both of them looked perfectly fine for 35 minutes, right? Now, for me, start them, right? If you're going to bring them on, why not start them? That's the thing. If they
start them. Get us into a position where we're winning at half time.
Exactly. Don't concede an early goal away from home against a team that has everything needed to play the low block. Because that's it. That's what happened. The game was lost by the 20th minute. The game was lost I think they scored in the opening. When did they score? About the 20th minute? It was about the 15th, 20th minute.
We had one chance when Alan went through on goal and the keeper saved it.
The game was lost.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm saying, for me, like, if you're going to risk playing players that aren't fit, then do it from the start. Don't do it.
I know. I agree. 100%.
So you're saying you know better than doctors and physios. I'm done. Well, no, I don't. 100% I don't. So I can't have an opinion. My opinion is, if you're going to bother putting players on the pitch, right, then surely that's going against the physios as well, yeah?
You're correct.
If they've played any part in the game...
Is MCF 1894? Is that Andy? I think it is, isn't it?
No,
Is that you, Andy?
Yes, it is. It's me. It's Andy. No, it's what it is. Look, if you think he was right to leave Gonzalez out, then why didn't we play Kovacic?
I don't know. Mate, Pep got it wrong yesterday, in my eyes, with the side he picked.
Yeah, for me too.
Big fucking time.
Nah, Alan, but big up. For me, yeah, Pep got it wrong. But look, the one thing I will say now, though, is because I've seen Liverpool fans are giving up. Liverpool fans are well and truly giving up. For me,
try picking your best player for the last 2 years in your team instead of leaving him on the bench.
Yeah, this. I hear what you're saying here. Could also be the club having PTSD from last year regarding injuries. Yeah, that does make sense.
Not playing McAllister is criminal for Liverpool, I think. And picking a German who's a waste of time.
Yeah. Do you know what? Sorry, just quickly though. I'm losing and bringing off first for a fucking centre back is insane. Absolutely insane.
It's funny how we spent a fortune on getting Wirtz and Isak, and they've been an absolute flop, the pair of them.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. This is a conversation we're having with Liverpool fans, is that although they have been a flop, when we were really bad last season, think of all the injuries we had.
A lot of them.
Rodri was out. Kovacic was out. At one point, I'm pretty certain we had Ruben Diaz out, Stones out, Akanji out.
We had at least 4 players playing with big injuries under injections. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But we had playing on injections. We had a good 8 players out injured. So Pep was limited on what he could do. At Liverpool, they've only got Alisson out.
I know.
So they're in a really, really bad place. But Liverpool can still be in this title race. For me, Manchester City, we're still in the title race. We lost a game, right? The fact we lost to Brighton and Tottenham, it doesn't help. However,
I just think that Liverpool have got it wrong when spending 130 odd million on Isak when they could have used that money to buy defenders.
Yeah, 100%. And XTK was more than good enough. And the problem they've done now is that they've now got an unhappy dressing room. And once you get an unhappy dressing room and your confidence is blown. But look, we've had one loss. In 10 games, is it? Yeah, one loss in 10 games. Now we've got Swansea to bounce back against, which I think we will do. And then we've got Bournemouth at home and Liverpool at home. So 2 home games. And I think we also have, is it Dortmund at home as well in between? Pretty certain it's Dortmund. Yeah. So 3 home games after Wednesday. That should be 3 wins for me.
And I see Juve have just got rid of their manager.
Who?
Juventus.
Have they?
Yeah.
But no, we're still in this. We're still in this title race. We're certainly not out of it yet. Yeah. But I'm certainly not going to be here now saying we're going to win the league.
We're not, mate. We're not.
Nah. Arsenal. Look. Until I see signs of Arsenal's defence crumbling.
Yeah.
They're 6 points ahead of us with a defence that don't look like they're going to concede a goal, right? So, is what it is. But we certainly do not give up because we've been in enough title races to know that mad things happen. Mad things happen in all title races. Go back to Pellegrini's. That one was mental. I think we were only top for 2 weeks of the year, 2 weeks of the season. So things can change. We know that. But Alan, I'll probably go back to what you said at the start of the season. We are a team that are rebuilding and we need to give them a bit of time.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a rebuild.
Yeah.
And if people say, "Oh, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, put it this way: at the end of this season, at least 4 players are going to go. So straight away, you've got to get another 4 players to come in their place.
Yeah.
There's a lot of transfer work to be done.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We're not there yet.
But I think
Savio, shit. Doku, shit.
probably makes a lot of sense at the moment. It's not too far away till we start thinking about that January transfer window as well. I am intrigued to see if we will do much. For me, though, the first thing is we need to see Marmoush and Doku given a chance. Do you know what? Here's one, actually. Let me just come up with it. When Aït-Nouri is back fully fit, would anyone give Aït-Nouri a chance as a left winger?
Well, it's a possibility.
Aït-Nouri can put in a good cross. Do you know what? At this point, it's a bit like when Jadon Sancho was at Manchester United, right? They had Højlund up top, and Man United refused to play Jadon Sancho, and it confused the shit out of me because it was like, your wingers are doing nothing. What is the worst that can happen? And at this point, I kind of feel like we're in that position.
Well, the worst case, before we finish, the worst case scenario at the moment is United are on the same points as us, which is embarrassing.
Here's what I'm going to say to you. I don't think it's embarrassing. I get it. And I think Man United fans should have been very embarrassed to last season and the last couple of years. However, I genuinely don't think this Man United team are as bad as I think this Man United team are not as bad as you might think. I can't lie. I don't think they're as bad as you think. I think, look, Mbeumo and Cunha are 2 damn good players.
Oh yeah, they are.
They're 2 very good players. And also that goalkeeper they've got, he's not Donnarumma, put it that way. However, he also is not Onana. And just watching them, there's moments watching Man United where I just was kind of like, if Onana was in goal, that's a goal. If Onana was in goal, that's a goal. Whereas with this new keeper, he's not blowing me away, but at the same time, he's just a steady Eddie, as my dad would say, right? And I think he's helping to make their defence. So I don't think United are as bad as people may think. I think United could get top 6 this season.
Well,
I do.
Well, I know there's only 10 games gone now. It's only very early. I don't really, let's face it, we all tend to look at the league around about Christmas. That's when I start looking at it.
Yeah, agreed. I think that's where I am as well. But at the moment, it just has to be right now. We are where we are. Arsenal are looking good. Arsenal at the moment are certainly favourites. And until their defence just looks too good, man. This is the thing. Remove Arsenal's defence. Make a change to Arsenal's defence.
They've got the best squad by a long way.
And defensively, their system's monster. Their system is an absolute monster defensively. And you know what? Me and Steve were speaking on the phone this morning about it, right? And if Arsenal win the league, I want to win the league. Of course, I want to win the league. If Arsenal win the league, it doesn't ruin my day, right? If Liverpool win the league,
it doesn't affect me because where you live, it would affect you because they'll be all giving it.
Yeah, but to be honest, Alan, we've recently won 4 in a row and we've done a treble, right? Stuff that I never dreamed of, right? Yeah. And I am very confident that with this group of players and a couple of fucking changes, i.e. some wingers, I think we will win the league again, right? So I'm not saying, you know what, I've had my moment and I'm happy to fuck off and leave it to Arsenal. No. I do think we will win the league again in the next couple of years, right? But if we don't win the league this season and Arsenal do win it, then it's not Man United and it's not Liverpool retaining it. It ain't no team retaining it. It ain't no team doing a treble, right? It ain't no team doing a three-peat. So, I'll be honest with you. I said at the start of the season, by any means, Liverpool must not win this league. And I was worried that Liverpool were going to win this league because I don't want Liverpool to retain a league. Liverpool have not retained a trophy since 1985, right? That is the last time when they, I think it was either 84 or 85, sorry. So 83, 84 going into 84, 85. They did back-to-backs.
Yeah.
So when at that point, I was 3, yeah? I can't see Liverpool retaining a trophy. So if Arsenal win the league, it's better than Liverpool winning the league. It's better than Man United winning the league. And do you know what? As a football fan, I can say congratulations and fair play. You know what? I always thought Arteta was a good manager. I always thought he would sooner or later. I've said, if he doesn't do it in the Premier League, I do believe Arteta will go abroad and win stuff, right? Yeah. If Arsenal win the league, then Arsenal win the league.
Yeah.
What is important this season is we have to be in there. I'm not willing to see another season like last season. Firstly, we have to be challenging them and we have to be pushing them, because the same way that I say to Arsenal fans, you should humble yourself down a little bit because of what's happened in previous seasons. For us as a club, we should also act on that knowing what happens often with Arsenal, if we drop out of this too early, we're stupid, right? We just need to stay in it. Stay in it and see what happens. But at the moment, it's what it is. Arsenal at the moment, sometimes you have to say as a football fan, do you know what? Fair play. They look fucking good at the moment. And they do. They look good. They look very good. I think I said it at the start of the season when they bought Eze. They have bought a player that is going to change a couple of their draws into wins. And he's doing it. He's doing it. He's already doing it. So man.
The other thing I want to say before we finish is I hope KDB gets fit.
Yeah. Has there been any news on that?
Really bad. Apparently it's really bad.
He couldn't walk on it, could he?
He was in tears.
Yeah.
He's ripped it again. And it took him how long? It took him like 6 months to get back after his operation. He's going to have an operation as well, apparently. So I think he's finished. I think he's finished.
Yeah, fucking hell. An operation. I think that's probably... He's had so many operations in his career as well.
It'll get to a point where he has to say, there's a job for him at City for life if he ever wants to come back. We all know that.
Facts.
And if he has to retire, then move back into his house in Cheshire, which he's rented out, and come and be an ambassador to the club.
Yeah, facts.
Come and stand in the away ends with us lot and enjoy it.
Yeah, I've been. In fact, you know what? So my sister, is PA to the MD of the company that's doing the extension of the ground.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, so she's there once a month. She goes there with the MD to have a look. And
Martin's not happy about that, you know.
Bear with me. Someone's just rang my doorbell. Tell him about smashing the like button. I've heard that was great last time you did that.
Right, guys. I want you to look underneath. There's the like button, which is the thumbs up. Can you press the thumbs up? Because it really improves the algorithm, so it spreads around the world to every City fan so they can watch it. When you don't press that button there, it really affects that. So can you take your time, go and have a look? If you're on your phone, you should see it underneath. If you're on the laptop, it should be around somewhere where you can press it. So press the thumbs up.
There we go, people. Thank you, Alan. And by the way, I don't know if you've seen the thumbnail, but I am now officially referring to you as Uncle Alan.
Why Uncle Alan?
Because you're Uncle Alan. You're a wise uncle.
A wise uncle. I'm the right age for an uncle. I know that.
Like an owl.
I know.
Listen, my daughter's actually an auntie.
Is she?
She's the youngest of all nieces, and she's the youngest of the kids in her age group, and the eldest has had a little girl. So my daughter's now technically an auntie, I think. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there. We will. So, as I said, unless anything crazy happens today, we probably won't be about. So, sorry, just on this one, talk about the North Stand issues. We will talk about that tomorrow. Steve and I will be doing some sort of show tomorrow. We will talk about that tomorrow because I want to get Steve's take on it. So we will be talking on it. So yeah, we will be live on Never a Foul at round about 2 p.m. I think it is, and then tomorrow Steve and I will probably go live while we are in his car on the way to Swansea. So keep a lookout for that. Apart from that, everyone have a good rest of the day. Anyone that's off or looking after their kids, enjoy time with your kids, and yeah, we will catch up with you tomorrow. Love.
Cheers, guys.